So the one part of the video, because we pretty much put the whole thing together, and it was looking good. It was cool. I was like, there's still something missing, and it was the story, because originally we had 2 storyline parts, but I felt like the one was kind of funny, and it was tragic at the same time. It came from, I had taken a trip to Grand Rapids, and there was this lady, she was sitting on the corner, she was trying to sell her artwork, and the artwork was terrible. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it was awful. I don't know, like, it was almost like if you're right-handed and you're left-handed and you decide to paint with your left hand, and then you didn't frame it, and maybe like on the way to wherever you were planning to sell it, you folded it, stuck it in your pocket. That was kind of the presentation. So I'm not sure, how visual arts work, really. I'm not that much of a visual artist, but the presentation that I got was that this lady was like sitting on the corner, and she was kind of like chasing people with her art, trying to get them to buy it, and they were like, leave me alone. They were just completely weirded out. And it was tragic, and it was funny to me at the same time, because like I could see the passion. She was like, I really spent time on this. Somebody appreciated it, and it fit the lyrics perfectly. It fit the lyrics of the song perfectly. I had never really seen anything like that. It was so surreal. Like, it was almost like, are we on camera? Like, I didn't know if she was doing it on purpose, and it was just, that's the whole thing. It was it was just so out of reality for me to witness something like that. I don't know if you live in a big city, maybe you see stuff like that on a regular basis, but I don't. So that's something that stuck with me, and I wanted to capture it, but at the same time, it was so weird that I just didn't think it could fit. I mean, I'm already weird, but that was a different kind of weird. It was more, I don't know how to explain it. So the scene that we did go with was from the first verse. The girl that's looking out the window, she's waiting for someone. She seems like she's sad because whoever she's waiting for just isn't showing up. And I think that's something that's more relatable. That's something that's more universal, is that abandonment again, that angst, that feeling that like you're not as important as whatever this other person's priorities are. It's like you pour your heart out, and then you look to see if they're going to respond to your message, and you see that little check mark that says they saw it, but no response. It's that feeling. That's what we were trying to capture. But I didn't think it was really necessary to show who she was waiting for, or to really even record the relationship between her and the person that was supposed to be either neglecting or rescuing her. Because in that moment, I don't think those people really matter. I think she's the one that's important. So that was the one scene that we decided to kind of sprinkle through, and I'm hoping that as a person views that, they can connect to it, and they can continue to write the story in their own minds, and they can hopefully finish the story with a happy ending. And they don't necessarily have to wait for me to do that for them. They can do that on their own.